going on, y'all? Today we're gonna be uh, giving y'all a story on a legendary gentleman in the dog game, you know, named Ralph Reyes, aka Big Apple Kennels. Now, I had a lot of people from um, somebody else's platform who just hangs and tags pedigree up and just says what's in front of him. He doesn't really know much about dogs. He just hangs and tags pedigree and he reads what's in front of him. And he's got a lot of supporters I've been tagging in. And today we're going to address um, some of the comments that these guys is leaving. And one of the guys said, rare, the guy said, rare blood, you must be new in the dog um, game. And then I said, damn, he must not know who Big Apple is. So I go, damn, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go and make some content. I'm gonna make some content and let these dudes know why my dog is so rare. If you guys, if you guys watch my videos, I've been putting rare blood. The last of Big Apple, the last off that hunt shit, you know. And this is what people gotta understand. Today, I'm gonna give y'all a story about that Big Apple shit. There's this New York nigga, man, and I'm gonna, you know, take today and use this opportunity to show people um, why my dog is rare blood, and I'm gonna give y'all the story on Big Apple. You guys just think I just tag stuff for clickbait. It's not clickbait. It's not clickbait, people. Right now, I'm just twisting up right now, letting people get in the room because I know some people are going to see this live and some people not. I know I had it scheduled out. I'm starting 2 hours early. You know, that's because I'm on a time limit with the dog. I got to get her out. And right now it's raining. So I want to get her out, around 11 because the rain is going to stop. So we pushed the live forward for this Big Apple story that I'm going to get y'all here. Right now I'm just twisting this bun, like I said. And we're going to get going with the story. So one thing that I learned from Home and the Nanny Dogs 314 was about the game bred blue dogs in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And he got that from Tom Gardner. So, and then I learned about the black and tan dogs. Then I learned about the Merle game dogs, pit bulls, Merle pit bulls. I learned about the real red boy that came off the Bass Tramp, and that Bass Tramp red boy got Kobe within the first 4 generations. All right, and that's what I taught you guys, that there's a difference between Gardner red boy and Bass Tramp red boy. All right, you guys got to understand that. This is what I'm here for, to bring to the table what these other guys ain't, man. These other guys, man, they just want to hang pedigree on their channel and just say what's in front of them. That's okay, but you can't go around dissing something. You got to really study it because someone who knows is going to call you out. All right? We are going to call you out. And that's that. All right, now. Where's that bone at, man? Just kick that bone on there. Not bad. There go one right here. So today's a good day. There's a boy named Adam. I'm gonna tag you in it, Adam, because you're the moron who needs to be taught. And you know, moron is just an uneducated person, man. You know, because this is gonna be like a little 10, 15-minute story. So you know, it's good, man. It's good. All right. Shout out to the 5 people in the room. All right, let me get this shit going, y'all.
When you think of New York City, you might picture the bright lights of Times Square, the bustling subways, or the serene expanse of Central Park. But beneath this familiar surface lies a dark and brutal secret, a world hidden away in basements and warehouses across the 5 boroughs. According to animal welfare organizations, this metropolis has earned a grim title, the underground capital of professional dogfighting. It's a place where high-stakes gambling and extreme animal cruelty intersect, drawing participants from all over the country. This isn't just a local problem, it's a national hub for a blood sport that many people believe only happens in remote, rural areas. The reality is far more urban and organized than most could ever imagine. At the center of this clandestine world is a man named Ralph Reyes, a Bronx mechanic by day who authorities believe is a kingpin in the dogfighting scene by night. Operating under the name Big Apple, his kennel is not a physical building you can find on a map, but a notorious reputation built on the backs of his dogs. The Humane Society of the United States has identified Reyes as one of the most prominent dogfighters in the city and among the top 20 most infamous in the entire nation. His operations are said to be run from a simple basement apartment, a stark contrast to the massive influence he wields in this underground society where his name carries both weight and fear. The events hosted in New York are often referred to as the Super Bowl of dogfighting, a chilling nickname that highlights their scale and significance within the community. These are not small, spontaneous skirmishes. They are highly organized events with purses that can range from a few $100s to an astonishing $300,000. Crowds can swell to as many as 500 people, all gathered to witness and wager on the violent spectacle. The allure of big money and bragging rights is so strong that it draws fighters from as far away as Puerto Rico, Florida, and Texas, all making the pilgrimage to New York to test their dogs against the best and most brutal competitors. Despite his notorious reputation, Ralph Reyes has managed to evade the law, maintaining that he is not the mastermind behind Big Apple Kennels. When confronted, he denies owning the champion dogs associated with his name, instead pointing the finger at an associate known only as Big Sexy. Reyes admits only to caring for pit bulls, describing a specific training regimen involving eggs and spinach. However, this same training method was detailed in a dogfighting magazine by Big Apple to describe the conditioning of one of its most famous dogs. This careful dance of denial and plausible deniability is a key reason why figures like Reyes can operate in the shadows for so long, shielded from legal consequences. The reputation of a kennel like Big Apple is built on the so-called gameness of its dogs, their willingness to fight through injury and exhaustion. One of the most famous dogs to emerge from this world was a pit bull named Demon. In 2006, Demon achieved legendary status by winning 5 contracted fights, earning the title of Grand Champion. His brutal victories were so celebrated within the fighting community that he was featured on the cover of the Sporting Dog Journal, an underground magazine that serves as the sport's grim chronicle. Demon became a symbol of Big Apple's dominance, a canine celebrity whose fame was forged through bloodshed and a relentless, bred-in desire to please his owners, no matter the cost. Before Demon, there was another dog whose story cemented the Big Apple Kennels' place on the map, a formidable pit bull named Haunch. In 2004, Haunch engaged in a vicious battle that became the stuff of legend. He fought with such ferocity that he ultimately won the match, but the victory was a hollow one. The injuries he sustained were so severe that he died shortly after the fight concluded. Rather than being seen as a tragedy, Haunch's death was glorified. He was hailed as a hero who fought to his last breath, a testament to the kennel's superior bloodline. His sacrifice was not mourned, but celebrated, turning him into a martyr for the cruel sport. The roster of Big Apple's infamous dogs also includes a female pit bull named Georgia Girl, whose legacy is one of sheer, agonizing endurance. In 2006, she was involved in a fight that lasted nearly 5 grueling hours, an almost unheard-of duration that stands as one of the longest matches on record. The fight was described as exceptionally bloody and brutal, a horrifying display of two animals forced to tear each other apart for the entertainment of a crowd. Georgia Girl's survival and victory in such an ordeal only added to the kennel's dark prestige, showcasing the extreme physical and psychological conditioning these animals are forced to endure from birth. These dogs are not born monsters. They are made into them through a lifetime of abuse and conditioning. From puppyhood, they are often chained, isolated, and trained to view other dogs as threats. Their natural loyalty and eagerness to please are twisted into a weapon. They are fed special diets, forced into grueling exercise routines like pulling heavy weights, and put through roles or practice fights to test their aggression. Their lives are a cycle of painful preparation for a few moments of brutal combat in the pit, where their only value is measured by their ability to inflict harm and withstand unimaginable pain for their owner's profit and pride. Arranging a dogfight in a city as dense as New York requires a sophisticated level of secrecy and organization. These events are not advertised publicly. Instead, information travels through tight-knit, clandestine networks. Word of mouth, encrypted messaging apps, and private online forums are the primary tools used to communicate details about upcoming matches. Locations are often kept secret until the very last minute, sometimes revealed only hours before the fight is scheduled to begin. This strategy is designed to thwart law enforcement and prevent infiltration by animal rights activists, ensuring that only trusted members of the community are present when the dogs enter the pit. The locations themselves are chosen to be inconspicuous and isolated, hidden in plain sight within the urban landscape. Fights take place in the basements of residential buildings, abandoned warehouses in industrial zones, or secluded garages. Organizers set up a makeshift arena, typically a square pit with wooden walls where the dogs are unleashed upon each other. Spectators, who pay a hefty entry fee, crowd around this pit, their wagers shouted over the sounds of the fight. The atmosphere is charged with a raw, aggressive energy, fueled by gambling and the brutal spectacle unfolding before them, a world away from the city streets just outside. During a fight, there are strict, albeit barbaric, rules. 2 handlers bring their dogs to opposite corners of the pit. At the referee's signal, they release the dogs. The fight continues until one dog is unable or unwilling to continue, a state they call a turn. If a dog turns away, it is given a scratch. It must be taken to its corner, and when released, it must cross the pit and engage the other dog on its own. If it fails to scratch, it loses the match. This process can be repeated over and over, prolonging the agony for animals that are already severely injured, all to prove their gameness to the very end. The main reason people travel from across the country to participate in New York's dogfighting scene is the prestige and the money. Winning a high-stakes match in the dogfighting capital brings immense status within this dark community. A victorious dog's value, and the value of its offspring, skyrockets. For the owners, it's a chance to earn tens of thousands of dollars in a single night and build a national reputation. This powerful combination of greed and ego ensures that there is always a steady stream of participants willing to risk transportation across state lines, a federal crime, for a shot at the top prize. One of the most significant obstacles to ending dogfighting in New York City is a frustrating lack of enforcement. Animal rights organizations like the Humane Society of the United States have pointed to a disconnect with local law enforcement. For years, they have gathered intelligence on major players like Ralph Reyes and the Big Apple Kennel, yet they claim their findings are often met with inaction. The HSUS has even stated it ceased active investigations in the city due to this lack of cooperation, arguing that without dedicated support from police, their efforts are futile. This breakdown allows the fighting rings to operate with a sense of impunity, growing stronger and more organized. On the other side, law enforcement agencies face their own set of challenges. These investigations are complex, dangerous, and require significant resources. Infiltrating these secretive networks is incredibly difficult, as participants are notoriously wary of outsiders. Proving a case in court requires more than just finding injured dogs. It requires linking specific individuals directly to the act of fighting or organizing, which can be hard when key figures maintain plausible deniability. The ASPCA, which has the authority to make arrests for animal cruelty in New York, has stated it needs specific, actionable leads, like an address where a fight is happening, which are often impossible to get. Animal rights groups are caught in the middle, deeply frustrated by the slow pace of justice. They work tirelessly to raise public awareness, lobby for stronger laws, and rescue the victims of this blood sport. However, they often feel like they are fighting a losing battle against a deeply entrenched and well-hidden subculture. The stories of dogs like Demon and Haunch serve as powerful, heartbreaking symbols of their cause, illustrating the extreme cruelty these animals endure. For these activists, every fight that continues to happen is a failure of the system, a sign that not enough is being done to protect the most vulnerable among us. The persistence of dogfighting in a modern city like New York is a stark reminder of the darkness that can hide just beneath the surface of society. It is a world built on the suffering of innocent animals, fueled by human greed and a thirst for violence. Breaking this cycle requires more than just outrage. It demands a unified and relentless effort from law enforcement, lawmakers, and the public. We must strengthen our laws, dedicate real resources to investigations, and foster a culture where animal cruelty is never tolerated. The silent victims in the pit cannot speak for themselves, so it is our collective responsibility to be their voice and demand an end to this barbarism.
So now, when they ran up in there on Big Apple, this is word on the street. They ain't telling you all this in the documentary. When they ran up on him, right? Um, he he was like, I got gout. He said he got gout. He's a mechanic and he's a married man. And he finessed him. I heard he finessed him, but um, he still had to shut the operation down. You know. And what I want people to know is that 5-time winner Haunch. I already showed my papers. I already showed the pedigree. And that's North's great grandpa. So that is right there in her 4 generations. And when it goes back to the 5th, 6th, 7th, it's Big Apple, baby. Demon, all them other dogs. It's all up in her. You'll see it. But when I tell y'all that I got a rare dog, I really do. I'm just not on here just clickbaiting people. But like I told y'all, I just had a 15-minute story that I wanted to share with y'all. I appreciate y'all coming out. I saw 6 people in the room, you know. And right now I'm on Legend Dog Bulldogs channel myself, man. And probably could switch it over to the station, man. Shout out to the station 365 ENT Kennel, man. The biggest dog channel on YouTube right now. Nobody's doing it like that there, you know. RP to Mark Journal, you know. Shout out to everybody out there getting their dogs out on the yellow line, and they doing more than just fetch. Fetch is cool, but man, when you got a working dog, if you want to get their body right and get rid of them love handles, man, yeah, fetch ain't gonna do it. All right. I am the legend of Bulldogs. I approve this message. I appreciate everybody coming out. And I'm going to leave y'all with a hit.
Biggest deal at breakfast. 2 delicious wake-up wrap sandwiches and a hotter iced coffee. The Dunkin' $5 meal deal.
We're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what I make you? Good?
Mama's boys.
You're not good.
Mama's boys.
You just know how to hide. How to lie. Me, I don't have that time. Me, I always tell it.
Yeah.
Even when I lie.
Yeah.
So say good night to the bad guy. Hold on. Last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again.
Ever since '07, living with mama now. Heard the mama boy got the old red handed down. Ain't no bulldogs, change the name of Kennel now. Call this shit a pit, I don't see nothing but a fucking hound. Gremlin is a bitch, so we know the breeder is a clown. Call me Jay, Winston, still living with his mama now. Still ain't let no dog, acting like a puppy now. Gave him 5 years and he only did one how. Internet, give me neck in the Jeep now. Kwame in the crib and this little ass asleep now. Got them real working lines, I ain't worried about no paddle deal. Put the Kansas City nigga in the line, beat him still. Heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. Run up on me, nigga, make my pistol, let's gon' make some noise. I heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. Run up on me, nigga, I'ma make my pistol make some noise. When you gone and then that home street water to your dogs. I be knowing where you live and I could do a drill. Put it straight up to your crib and pop you like a pill. I heard you owe that nigga Mike a damn 700 bills. Now we ain't worried about no motherfucking paddle bills. See, I'm a real pit, I could make some blood spill. And heard you kill that nigga killer, had a bushy tail. Waiting on your mom to die so your ass could pay some bills. Heard your mama still. Wanna dig your daddy up and make you be a man. Trapper of the year, doing everything I can. Call this nigga Kwame Little Bill, cause he ain't a man. Heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. Run up on me, nigga, then my pistol just gon' make some noise. I heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. I heard your mama, boys. Run up on me, nigga, then I make my pistol make some noise, yo. Nigga, I'm the legend of all Bulldogs, nigga. I prove this message, nigga. These niggas can't come near me, they can't test this, can't come near this shit, nigga. Nigga, die. Playing with the north side nigga like me, bro. Shit, work a line, nigga. Get your ass chopped in a line, nigga. Put your ass in the ICU, nigga. Put your ass on the green line, nigga. North side of nothing, nigga. Don't already know how we stepping, nigga.